Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I was getting ready to study for chapter 5 in Anatomy and Physiology, and I thought, what a great time to film my how to study for Anatomy and Physiology. Now, if you guys haven't caught up with my last videos, I am doing pre-nursing classes so I can apply to the nursing program. I am currently taking a 5-week Anatomy and Physiology course. I am doing Anatomy and Physiology 1 during June, then Anatomy and Physiology 2 for July. So this whole summer, I'm going to be taking Anatomy and Physiology, and I thought it'd be cool to show you guys how I study. My goal with this class is to get an A, you guys. I need A's, period. Okay? We are trying to get A's. And how I'm doing that is through the way I am studying, which I will show you guys. So if you're interested, then keep watching. So disclaimer, I did want to start this video like looking a little bit better than I do. I feel like I didn't beat the face as well as I could have, but it's like 6 p.m. and I need to start studying, so it is what it is. I put on some gloss, some eyebrows, and a little bit of concealer, and it's a done deal. This is me. Okay, shoot, this is actually more beat than I usually do for a vlog, but whatever. So step 1, how to get an A in Anatomy and Physiology. Get a planner and actually use it, you guys. So let's start with this. My classes are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday and Wednesday I have lab. Tuesday and Thursday I have lecture. I have a test, an exam and lecture every Thursday, and an exam in lab every other week. So how I plan that out. So Thursday is when I usually plan out the next week, because that's when like my week ends. I work my schedule around school. So Thursday is when my week ends, and then I will plan for the following week. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. All right, you guys, so here is my planner. So like I said, the Thursday night before, I plan out my week. So what we have here is study lab. I went through lab and I separated the things that I need to study. Monday, I need to study body parts, cell parts, and I need to review / start going over the microscope. And I need to buy more pens, but and then I need to review lab. I have lab this day, so I have to review lab for 1 to 2 hours after class. Tuesday, I need to create a study guide for my lecture. Wednesday I have an exam in lab. I need to make sure I go over there, so that whole day I'm just reviewing everything that I know. Thursday I have an exam in a lecture, so I'm doing that. Friday I need to film, or just edit because I'm filming it now, and then I need to film another video. I also have a job. I work as an online ESL teacher, so I do that 7 a.m. to 8:30 and then 7 p.m. to 11. And then Saturday I work. I have to edit. This is the binder I use for A&P. And usually I just take some paper out of it and I write my notes on the blank paper. My binder isn't really set up any special way. It's just my syllabus. Then I have my notes. These are some notes I did for chapter 1. I usually color code them, so I'll have the chapter name written all cute, and then I'll have special terms I'll write in my color, and then I'll underline it or highlight it depending on how I feel. Yeah, all of my like terms I need to know are going to be written in a different color. Yeah. Behind that I have my professor. Thankfully, he gives out this worksheet called What You Need to Know. So my objectives for the chapter. So here are the objectives. And for the first 2 chapters, I wrote the objectives out on paper, but I'm just gonna do them on a computer. It's faster that way. and it's easier for me to just study it that way. I feel like I take a lot of time writing out these notes, and writing out the notes once is good enough. After that, just type it out. Here's chapter 2. Chapter 2 notes. This time it's green, and everything is green. Yeah, these are just notes from chapter 2. After that, the next one is my review questions for the chapter. So he gives us all the review questions, and then after that I have a practice test that he gives, and I make sure I know how to do every single practice question, okay? Because a lot of times on an exam he has the same type of question, or on the exam if not the same question. Like the last exam I took, he had like 3 questions from the practice test, so I make sure to do that. Any resources that your professor gives you outside of the norm, take advantage of that. My professor also does extra credit. So if you do the extra credit, you get 4 bonus points on your exam. Literally, do not be that person who forgets the extra credit. Plan ahead, okay? Have your study group, I don't know, but just make sure that you're using all the resources your professor gave you. If your professor is going above and beyond like mine is, please take advantage of that and don't be like just a procrastinator and a last minute type of person. Next, I have my lab stuff. This is the lab syllabus, and then my lab notes. These are my lab notes. Lab notes are a little bit harder for me to write, to be honest. Yeah, just because lab is mostly like hands-on stuff. So I just write down like maybe a term I need to know, like right now, superior, inferior, anterior, posterior. These are like the basic anatomical positions you need to know. Plane, what's in the different cavities, yeah, serous membrane. And then I also have some printouts that of the body, and I just label out and I practice it myself. So that's my binder, you guys. Yeah, it's a lot, but that's my binder. So yes, when I study lecture, I take out some paper and I do it like this. I have my 3 colors already picked out. I am using blues this time, and a Bic. This is my favorite pen to write notes with. I don't know if other people have favorite pens, but I do, and the Bic ones are my favorite pens. All right, I'm also using a midliner highlighter. I don't know what color this is in, sorry. And then I'm using Staedtler pigment liner 0.3 and a blue. And I know some people are like, Brianna, really, why are you showing us pens? But this matters to me. Okay, it does, it does, it does. My cat wants to leave my room, so hold on. All right, so we have our paper, we have our pens. Let's set the environment. So I like to fill up my little thing with water, so let's do that now. All right, yeah, we have our water set. I also like to have a little snack, and I like to light a candle. These are just things that I like to do when I'm getting ready to study. Feel free to do your own thing. This all contributes to how I study anatomy and physiology. Oh, did I mess up my desk? Hold on. So, because this is a vlog, I'm going to be showing you guys as I go along what I do. So I showed you guys my planner. Usually, like I said, I do that on Thursdays, and yeah, so like I said, I'm about to go over chapter 5. I am going to take you guys along with me as I do this, so let's go. Sorry if the camera's shaking. I have it on my table, sorry, but yes, let's get into chapter 5. I was actually watching that girl Maddie's nursing journey. I actually really love her vlogs. Subscribe if you guys want to. It's really inspirational to watch, especially when I'm trying to study for nursing stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna look up some lofi music, or maybe just, ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do K-pop piano. because I love listening to that. I like this one the best. Once I get that playing, I'm not playing it right now because yeah, you guys can see it. I'm gonna start, I'm gonna pull up my lecture from that time. So I gotta go into Blackboard. You guys cannot see this, hold on. All right, so what you guys can see here is that I pulled up my class lecture. He records them for us, thank goodness. And if you are not in a class online that gets recorded like this, I suggest you record it on your phone. I've recorded 2-hour lectures before on my cell phone, and I've listened to it back later on, and that has helped me tremendously. I recommend you guys do the same. Sometimes when you ask though, your professor might say no, so you do have to respect that. But yeah, that's what I do. So I have the recording here. Then I have the PowerPoint he gave here. So yeah, and in this tab, I have the textbook. So my textbook is online. So what that means for me is that I can just go interchangeably between the textbook and the recording. And whenever I don't understand something, I go right into the textbook and I deep read for a better understanding. All right, so yeah, do I usually read the textbook before the lectures? Honestly, I suggest you do. I do not, but I do like look over the notes like I know what we're going to learn about. But honestly, no, I do not, because either the lecture is on Tuesday or Thursday. Tuesday lectures, I do go ahead of time and I look everything up to make sure I'm not behind. Thursday lectures, I do not, because I have a test that exact day. So I just go take my exam and then the next day I'll go through the textbook and everything. So that's how I do things. But if this was a normal course, I would read through the textbook before every class. So yeah, so let's start, you guys. I'm gonna take it off the thing so you guys don't see my professor and so I don't get sued for any liability. And we're just gonna start this thing off. I study in 25-minute increments, meaning I study for 25 minutes, I break for 5. Study 25 minutes, I break for 5. This is the most productive way for me to study. So let's start. She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under the subtle smile, you'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. Let me paint a picture. I see they don't understand. Feeling like Picasso. She brushing against my hands. Seen you from around the way. You didn't give me the time of day. You be making moves that yeah, who really care what Simon say? All the bad things, girl, I had to look past that. Call yourself a dime, I'm just trying to get my cash back. You be looking fine, so no wonder they can't match that. Louis V scarf, or I'm chilling with a dad hat. Whoa, slow it down like that. Just hold me down like that. Yeah. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa.
Collagen proteins, your most abundant protein in your body. That collagen expression, it actually decreases as we age. That is a universal aspect of getting older. And this.
All right, so hey everyone. Sorry the camera's shaking a little bit. All right, so hey everyone. It is 8:18. I'm through not that many slides, but it's okay, we're gonna pick it up. I just got through 4 pages of notes, or 3 pages. So So front, back, and then this one. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and then I'm gonna get back to it. So yeah, during my breaks, I don't really do anything. I might lay down in bed and go on Instagram. Yeah, my water is actually getting a little bit low, so I might go refill it, walk around, then come back. So yeah, I was supposed to stop after 25 minutes, but I just wanted to keep going because I was like, we need to get this done. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, taking my break now. I'm just trying to get my cash back. You be looking fine, so no wonder they can match that. Louis V scarf, I'm chilling with a dad hat. Whoa, slow it down like that. Just hold me down like that. Yeah. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to all right, so break is over and now we're back to studying. Let's see, I want to try to get through like 20 more slides and then break again. So by 9:15, I want to be halfway through or more than halfway through. And then, yeah, so let's keep working. You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, so it is 9:23. I'm going to take another 5-minute break, you guys, and then I'm going to be back at it again. So, yeah. All right, you guys, it is 10:35 p.m. and I officially finished writing out the chapter notes for 5. I don't know what time I started, like 6:30ish. So it took a while. I'm actually going to do the study guide right now because my class moves so fast. I don't really have time to wait like a couple of days like I would in college and like then make the study guide. So I'm going to make my study guide, and then as we get closer to the exam day, like a day or 2 or 3 before, which is Monday or Tuesday. Today's Saturday. Today's Friday, my bad. I'm going to make what's that thingy? Quizlet. I'm gonna make a flashcard deck on Quizlet. So yes, that is what I'm doing for lecture. Oh, and if you're wondering how I study for lab, basically, lab is just memorization, honestly. So what I do for lab is I just get a diagram and I label it. Whatever I get wrong, I do it again, and I do it again, and I do it again. It's just memorization. This stuff you kind of need to like understand, which is why I make so many notes for it. Lab, I do make a little bit of notes, but it's honestly memorization. Flashcards all the way for lab. Flashcards and printouts at the body so I can just write and keep writing. But yeah, lecture takes a little bit more work. It's a little intensive. So yeah, I'm going to take like a 10-15 minute break. Then I'm going to come back to this and start my study guide. So we changed positions. I'm off the desk. I'm on this little table on my bag because I couldn't do it. We have the study guide on one side, the PowerPoint on another. And I'm also going to pull up the textbook if I need to. I'm just going to be answering these questions, you guys. And yeah, this will be the last step for tonight. Like I said, in a couple days, I might do a Quizlet to supplement this to help me out. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Honestly, sometimes this is all I need, and then other times it's not. It really depends on how many terms and definitions are going to be in here. So you guys, I think that about wraps it up for how I study anatomy and physiology. Like I said, lab is just memorization. Lecture requires a little bit more work, a little more effort, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna go through all this and then I'm going to bed, y'all. It's 11. I hope to get this done within an hour. I'm just gonna be pretty much copying and pasting, honestly, the answer so I can get that done. And then I'm gonna print it out and put it in my binder for future use. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope my glasses aren't reflecting too much. And please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.